Hello, all. My name is Kamal Bhatia, and my student number is 0783383. Well, I'm going to discuss about the topic employee health and safety, and my second topic is compensation. Well, as if I talk about the necessity of employee safety, there are three factors that can affect the employee safety. The first one is law, and the second one is less economic cost, and the third one is reputation of the organization. Well, in the law sector, there are numerous factors that can affect, like the how the behavior of the governments, like how they behave, and what are the rules they have implemented in the level of organizations, at also the level of the workers. Well, if there is the less number of accidents at the organizations, that there would be less economic cost, and also the reputation of the organization would be high. Well, if I talk about the WHMIS, training is mandatory for all Canadian workers who work with or are exposed to hazardous substances, which are very dangerous for health. But basic occupational health and safety awareness training is required for all workers and supervisors in Ontario covered by the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Well, understanding the healthy balance, standardizing the effective hazard identification and correction process. Well, if I talk about the prevention of accidents and how to prevent from in the organizations, well, reduction of unsafe workplace condition, like designing safe the materials and also the equipments, and remove physical hazards using safety devices. If possible, use computerized automation, using the safety equipment, setting proper illumination and ventilation using latest safety equipments. Well, the role in the role of WHMIS training, the first one is understanding, standardizing, and prioritizing. The next, the prevention of accidents, like I have already mentioned, the health hazards, the program of security and safety. Well, in the compensation, there are two posts, or we can say like that, the kinds of compensation. Like first one is indirect pay, or the second one is direct pay. In the indirect pay, there are the many the prizes or the rewards that are provided to the workers, uh, to get them motivated in the organizations. In the direct rewards, they can increase their pays, and they can provide the rewards, like the special amount of money. So these are the two types of compensations that are provided in the organizations. Well, in the compensation opportunities in Ontario, there is the Ontario Compensation Act, and the second one is injuries that I want to discuss, like the insured injuries. If the accident arises out of the worker's employment, it is pressurized to have occurred in the course of the employment unless the contrary is shown. However, a worker is not entitled to benefits if the accident occurs while the worker is employed outside of the Ontario. And under the insurance plan, a worker is entitled to benefits. Well, there are other compensations, like the mental stress, that is an acute reaction to a sudden and unexpected traumatic event arising out of and in the course of their employment. Well, there are also some compensations, like a return to work obligation to re-employ, duty to accommodate duration of obligations, like this. Like in the duration of obligation, like the employer is obligated under this section until the earliest of the second anniversary of the date of the injury. 1 year after the work is medically able to perform the essential duties of his or her pre-injury employment, and the date on which the worker reaches 65 years of age. Well, thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.